Are you ready for El Paso's first and longest running high school football show? This is the Borderland Blitz.
Welcome everybody, this is the Borderland Blitz, sponsored by Southwest University, and is the longest running, most watched high school football show in town, and week 3 of the season is officially here.
Time to separate the contenders and pretenders in this week.
Right.
I think week 3 is when you do that. And we've got some tough opponents from out of town going up against local teams. We begin with one such matchup, Eldorado taking on Midland Lee. It is our game of the week. Midland Lee already beat Coronado earlier this year. How would Eldorado fare against them? Well, they came out to play the first quarter. Cedarius Barfield from his own end zone, the bomb to George Hernandez. I said in the 10 o'clock sports he looked like Willie Mays when he made that catch. 96 yards later, 8-0 Aztecs. Later, Eldorado with the sweep play to George Hernandez, rushing to the right, but it's a fake. Hernandez back to the quarterback, Barfield, who is wide open. He weaves through the defense. Check out this move here. Whoop, whoop.
No one's going to get him.
Takes it to the house for the 14-0 lead, but Luke, it did not stop there, did it?
It did not.
Barfield, a beautiful pass over the middle to who else than Hernandez again. If you want more scoring, though, I have a feeling that you do. We got it for you in the second. That was all in the first. Barfield a little underthrown, but it doesn't matter as Washington State commit Tyquez Hampton soars for the jump ball. Touchdown, Aztecs. Aztecs currently winning a lot to a little. 62-35 to score in the fourth quarter. Game not quite finished yet.
America's High School is coming off a tough loss to the #1 ranked team in New Mexico. Rio Rancho beat them 31-7 last week. And another tough game with Midland Christian tonight. To the SAC we go. Could the big boys in 6A hang around with Midland Christian? But in the first quarter, Midland Christian's Peyton Powell, he's going to scramble here, and no one is open, but wait for it. Look at this play. A wide open Blake Ray. Nobody within 20, 30, 40 yards of him for the first score of the game.
No one in the picture.
No one at all except him himself. Yeah. They would take the 7-0 lead. Mustangs would jump out to a 21-0 lead thanks to this Peyton Powell keeper. Look at that hole right up the gut. America's on his tail, but they run out of gas. Powell with more than 120 rushing yards on the day. And at this point, it didn't look good for the Trailblazers, but on the short kickoff, Josh Fields with the return, and this is all about patience, waiting for his blocks. And he actually gets through that narrow lane past 4 defenders.
4 guys closing in on him.
For the kickoff return touchdown to cut the deficit to 14, and then quarterback Christian Astorga, the fake on the wide receiver screen, which opens up this beautiful play. No one's going to catch him. That would tie it up at 21, and America's would actually rattle off 41 straight points to go on to win 41-28.
This week we just worked a lot harder. And we just got ready for this game to win it. Ready for district play, and hopefully we'll win district this year.
It's more about, we're not really too worried about other teams. We're worried about making sure that we're taking care of our fundamentals and not making mistakes. We made too many mistakes in that game, and we make these kind of mistakes come district play, and y'all know it's going to be a long, long year.
He sounded there like they lost the game. They won the game. Well, Eastwood may be the best team in El Paso. Case in point, they're actually leading Odessa Permian 28-14. At the half. Remember, Permian beat Franklin last week 61-0. Permian actually rattled off 42 points in the second half. Eastwood, though, a great effort. Had some tough plays late, some late interceptions returned for touchdowns.
And sorry to cut you off there. Important to note, Seth Ochoa did leave the game with an injury, so that we'll have to be keeping an eye on that moving forward next week as well.
That's a big reason that Odessa Permian won the game 56-34.
And on out of Franklin, making about a 560-mile journey to play Copperas Cove, but Copperas Cove was the fresher team tonight. Early on, Cove driving. Jalen Smith with the carry for the Bulldogs, putting them in the red zone, which sets up Tim Edwards rumbling around the right side for a touchdown, and they would just win this one easily, 42-10, your final score.
Such a tough schedule, though, for Franklin to start the season. How about Andress High School with a chance to move to 3-0? They'd have to beat Coronado to do it. Andress strikes first. Jalen Joseph on the pitch. Eagles take the 7-0 lead, and give me a high five, please. Yes, sir. Then on defense, Andress's Xavier Williams says, "Don't come my way." Stuffs the play. Coronado was actually down 14-0 when they rally. Read option. All of a sudden, Daniel Stevens breaks free. Coronado comes back to win this, actually on a failed 2-point conversion. Coronado 28, Andrus 27. And the defending New Mexico State champs, Cleveland, hosting Las Cruces, both teams 2-0. Cruces scoring early, the handoff for the touchdown there. They racked up 42 points in this one, but Cleveland just a little bit better. Quarterback taking it all the way himself, all the way for the score. Rio Rancho Cleveland wins by a final 49-42.
And sticking with New Mexico, Oñate taking on Sandia at the of Albuquerque at the Field of Dreams, and Sandia strikes first. It's Kaide Jones breaking away, but Marlon Young, son of NMSU legend and former Seattle Seahawk Fred Young, chases him down for the touchdown-saving tackle. And then Oñate's defense standing firm. It's Matt Young, also a son, Fred Young, stuffing the run. Sandia has to settle for the field goal. Oñate down 3-0 until Sal Yanez fixes that. He finds pay dirt for the 6-3 lead. And then check out this play. Jaden Diaz about to be tackled, but he pitches it to Monroe Young. Perfect timing, perfect decision. The nice strike again. And Oñate goes on to win this one, 40-29.
It is that time of night where we check in on the world of social media, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram. I think that's what they're called, right?
Does it, I think so. He does it all. Adrian, what do you have for us today?
Well, first I want you guys to follow us on Snapchat. Luke is just prolific on that. He's posting all the time. If you guys can go right now on Snapchat and scan this snap code. Follow Luke. He's out there. He's always snapping. He's always taking videos. Great stuff, funny stuff as well. The other thing I want you guys to do right now is go to our website on your phone, on your laptop, on your tablet, any device that you can access the internet on, KVIA.com. You'll see a big old Jack in the Box giveaway. Go ahead and enter now. We're going to be giving away 2 $25 gift certificates later on in the show.
All right, Adrian, thank you. And also you can go on our Facebook page, the Borderland Blitz Facebook page, to get that Snapchat code for all the behind-the-scenes action, updated scores, the chaos behind the scenes. We have it all for you. So if you want that, just be sure to add us on Snapchat. But don't go anywhere, because there's plenty more to
chaos
come after the break. We'll check in with the other Adrian Ochoa, and he was out at the Montwood-Burgess matchup in East El Paso.
Rams looking for their first win of the season. Could they get it? Stay with us. We'll be right back. They are correct. You're watching the Borderland Blitz, sponsored by Southwest University. Welcome back. Let's bring in, I say, the third member of our team, Adrian Ochoa.
Well, let's do it. He was out in East El Paso tonight as the Montwood Rams paid a visit to Burgess High School, and the Rams still looking for their first win. Adrian, how did it look out there?
Well, thanks, guys. 0-2 is not how the Montwood Rams envisioned starting the season, but it's not really fair when you consider they lost close games to tougher out-of-town teams like Friendship and Midland. Tonight they hit the road again, only this time they faced an El Paso opponent, the Burgess Mustangs. The Mustangs are 1-1, and for the Rams, well, it didn't start off well. Right here, the snap over the head of the quarterback, but he would get it back. Still in the first, no score, and the Rams defense comes up big. Burgess was on a pretty good drive here, but that just falls apart right there. Julio Sanchez, thank you very much, picks it off. He gets taken down at the 47. Both teams had trouble scoring in the first quarter, but finally the Rams get it going in the second. Still scoreless. On 3rd and 17 here, Fernandez rolls to his right, and he finds Evan De Anda, and he'll take it. He will get taken down 2 yards shy, but the Rams would convert on 4th down, and that would be key because from 35 yards out, the handoff to Evan De Anda. Run, Evan, run! And he will dive in towards the pylon. And is it good? Is it good? Looking towards the ref. And it is. Evan De Anda, welcome to End Zone City. And that touchdown was so sweet, it even got the Mountwood Ram to bust a move right there. And the Rams will be dancing all weekend. They get their first win of the season, 35-14, the final. The Rams and Mustangs will be getting some much-needed rest now. Both of their respective districts will be taking their bye week next week before opening up district play the following week. Send it back to you guys.
All right, Adrian, thanks. That's got to feel good to get that first win of the season just off your chest, and at least you don't have that pressure of getting that first win.
It was a good week for them because they also won the play of the week. I was out there yesterday.
Right.
So first win, play of the week win. It's good to be a Mountwood Ram.
Got to keep the momentum rolling. Now on to the Canutillo Eagles. We all know about their impressive playoff run a few years back, and we don't want to jump to conclusions, but the team out to a solid 2-0 start, not 0-2.
Yeah, it looked like they had a good shot to go 3-0 as they faced off against Bel Air, but it would not be that easy. Highlanders had been outscored 89-34 the first 2 games of the season, but here's Bel Air's Ryan Reza to John Diaz, who makes the unbelievable grab. Highlanders take the 13-12 lead, but Danny Alvarez comes back. Aaron Moya on the ground. Eagles take the lead 18-13. The final score in this one, Canutillo does go to 3-0. They win 25-22.
On to the Bowie Bears taking on the Socorro Bulldogs. In the beginning of the third quarter, and there really is no better way to start. Socorro returning the kickoff, starting at about their own 5-yard line. And it's not just standard field position of the 25, the 30, even the 40, but they take it back all the way to midfield, past midfield actually, near the 40-yard line in opponent territory, but it was actually Bowie who capitalized first from just 3 yards out from the end zone. Bowie's Justin Mendoza right up the middle, past the goal line for the touchdown to put Bowie up 22-16, and they win it by just a touchdown, 29-22.
Del Valle lost a heartbreaker against Mayfield last week. Still looking for their first win of the year against Horizon. But first, Raymond Morales of Del Valle following his blocks, trying to get to the edge. He gets to the pylon, 7-0 Del Valle. Then second quarter, 3rd and 6. Horizon trying to keep their drive alive. Alex Loya throws it up into double coverage. Never a good idea, but Stephon Howard is there. Takes it inside the 10. 2 plays later, Horizon. Jalen Spring makes 2 guys miss, and he gets to the end zone, just barely ruled the touchdown, 7-7. Then Del Valle trying to go up on Horizon. Raymond Montes flushed out of the pocket, but he gets to the end zone. Made it 14-7. Del Valle pulls away from there, 48-13.
The El Paso Tigers hoping to keep their perfect record on the line against 1-1 San Eli. We start in the first quarter. El Paso High moving the ball. Anthony Escobedo lobs one to Nicholas Portes for the great gain just past the 5-yard line. And then later, Escobedo to Shane Rodriguez, who fools our cameraman, but he walks into the end zone for the score. And then later in the game, Escobedo in the pocket, but he's got to make something happen. He's trying to avoid the sack, so he rolls out of the pocket, and he finds Luis Villegas in the corner of the end zone for the score. That would put him up another score in El Paso High, going for 2 on the jet sweep. Why not? And it's Jesus Avila trying to make it count, and he does it by just squeezing in past the pylon. El Paso High wins a lot to a little, 42-7.
Hey, El Paso High 3-0. Give it up for the Tigers. How about the Irvin Rockets and Mountain View Lobos? Irvin off to a slow start this season, but they're up 21-0 in the third quarter. Christian Rosales with the nice gain here. A few plays later, just too much Irvin. They're going to sneak it in. The power game from a yard out. 27-0 Rockets. Later, Irvin doing it through the air. Joel Tarango converts the third down. Then it's going to be Tarango again. He's going to take this one inside the 5-yard line. This would lead to another touchdown for Irvin. Irvin goes on to win this one easily, 34-12.
So as we all know, every week we get that break from all the action on the gridiron to maybe even more action on the sidelines. The war of the week.
Well, people get a break from us, and I think that's the important thing.
Exactly.
You know, the war of the week, it gets better each and every week, so let's see what Brittany Carlock and Amy Solis have in store for week 3 of the war of the week.
What's up, guys? I'm Brittany Carlock, and we're back at the SAC, but this time we have a brand new team making their first ever appearance for the War of the Week. And I talked to the coach earlier this week, and they seem pretty excited. Even though they're new, I think they're going to be pretty tough. To my right, we have the Pebble Hills Spartans. And joining me once again is Amy Solis, and she has our other team.
Hey guys, this team I'm about to introduce is no stranger to the War of the Week, the Chapin Huskies. Are you ladies ready? Yeah! 1, 2, 3!
Stand still, Chapin's starting to take it. Come on, Pebble Hills! Chapin's starting to take it! Come on, Pebble Hills! The red flag has to touch past the cones.
Come on, Huskies!
Stand still! Come on, Pebble Hills, pull back!
Come on, Huskies, pull! You can do it!
And the Huskies barely, come on! They're fighting, they're fighting, they're fighting, they have it! And the new team takes it. Pebble Hills wins it for this week. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, well, that was actually so long that we had to condense it a little bit. It went back and forth so long, we actually had to put some what are called dissolves in there to pass the time.
As they say, persistence pays off, though, so congrats to Pebble Hills.
Speaking of persistence paying off, one of the most impressive teams so far this season has to be Isleta. Convincing wins over Burgess and Irvin, a chance to keep it rolling against Hanks on the road, Luke.
And oh boy, did Isleta seem convincing tonight on the road. We pick it up. Isleta's quarterback, Damian Solis, off the read option with the keeper, right up the middle, hardly touched. That makes it 6-0, but this is just a precursor of what's to come because later, Solis again, this time with his arm, finds his receiver, Sebastian Hunter. That's 60 yards all the way to the end zone, so now Isleta's up 12-0. But we're still just getting started because Solis, again, on the screen to Reynaldo Flores, and like I always say, not just for the first down, not in opponent territory, but a lot more than that. 70 yards all the way to the end zone again to go up 21-0, but Hanks finally with some action. Nick Reyes going to find Damian Bonner, who makes the grab in the corner of the end zone. He maintains control, so that'd make it 21-6. Isleta on top. But at the end of the half, Isleta already up 42-6, and Hank's going to try to come back in the second half with this interception from Abraham Escobedo, making it 42-12. Isleta on top, but Isleta setting the tone, making it look so easy. Solis, we've seen about 4 highlights from him. Why not add another one? Going to toss this to Reynaldo Flores. A screenplay again, who bobs and weaves, making it 49-12. Isleta on top, and they win. Listen to this final score: 71-12. Your final.
Well, it's a collection of a lot of things. You know, it takes a tribe really to be successful, and great kids, parents, administration, a great staff. It's all coming together right now.
71.
Yeah, he was, subtle there. He said it's all coming together. That's an understatement. It came together pretty well when you score 71 points.
We're not done just yet. After the break, we'll head to Central El Paso. The Clint Lions taking on the Austin Panthers. That's coming up next in the next 90 seconds.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Borderland Blitz, sponsored by Southwest University, alongside Luke Liddon. I am Trevor Thompson. The Austin Panthers had a rough season in 2015, Luke, not actually winning a single game.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. And this time around, it hasn't started any better as the Panthers are 0-2, but they do have a shot at winning the first game in a long, long time against Clint. Austin 0-2, hosting Clint, who is 2-0. So who could the Panthers finally get win number one? In the first quarter, everything going Austin's way. On the handoff, Ray Blanks rumbling off two defenders for the first touchdown of the game. But oh no, there was a flag on the play. It was called back due to holding. So the Panthers actually didn't even score on this drive. So Clint eventually responded in the second quarter. Marco Martinez bounces this outside. Looks like he has a clear path to the end zone. But he is knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line. But the very next play, that was a good tackle, but you know what's coming next. Sebastian Barrazo right up the middle for the easy score and the 9-0 lead. They actually had a field goal to start, then that touchdown. And Clint goes on to win by 14, 21-7.
Clint, always consistent every single year. How about Jefferson, Chaparral? First quarter, David Martinez of Jefferson connects with Brian Hernandez across the middle, and Hernandez going to score one for the Silver Foxes, or as I call them, the Fighting Anderson Cougars. They go up 7-0. Next possession, more from the Fighting Anderson Cougars. Aaron Jacko finds room off the left tackle and rumbles in 14-0. Jefferson. Fox is having a good day. Chaparral needs a big play. Joel Carranza comes through. He intercepts the Martinez pass and heads down the sideline. Martinez, though, he's mad. He's mad. You get mad when you get intercepted. He makes the touchdown-saving tackle. That would be big because next play, the pass looks like it's incomplete, but Hernandez picks it up. The whistle never blows. And
it's a live ball.
Yeah, he just goes the other way, about 65 yards for the touchdown. All Jefferson in this one. They win 40-6.
And we also have a quick score update between Fabians and Santa Teresa. Fabians gets that close win over Santa Teresa, 20-14.
And homecoming for the Wildcats in Anthony, taking on Tornillo. Couldn't have started much better. Isaiah Borrego under center, takes the snap, rolls right, finds J-Ray Hernandez to put the first points on the board later in the first quarter. Borrego in the shotgun. Quick handoff to J-Ray Hernandez, who runs it in again. Another Hernandez touchdown. Still in the first quarter. Borrego under center, gonna fake the handoff, rolls right, and finds Jesus Ramirez. Anthony, their basketball team is really good. Their football team looks really good here today. They win it 65-0.
And there was a very, very close game between Kermit and Van Horn, and Kermit getting the 1-point edge as they win it 27-26. And look at this score. Alamogordo getting the win over Valley, 62-13. We've had so many games in the 60s and 70s. It's been ridiculous this week.
A lot of offense, really, to start the season. We had some high-scoring ones last week, too. And Hatch Valley, 50-0 over Centennial. Mind you, that was Centennial's JV team.
And we also have a great game tomorrow afternoon. Eldorado taking on Mayfield. You know it's going to be a great matchup. I believe this one is at the Field of Dreams.
And we have one more featuring a Las Cruces team, Centennial, taking on La Cueva. We're going to try to have highlights of both of those games for you on ABC 7 tomorrow.
And let's go ahead back to yesterday's game between Parkland and Eastlake. They had a combined 109 points.
Speaking of offense.
And exactly, Parkland's Pat Sullivan taking the kickoff back. It's not the first time we've seen this tonight. No one going to stop them. Parkland strikes first. They led 20-6 at one point, but Eastlake, too much offensive firepower. Keith Benango Lopez to Ivan Avina gives Eastlake a 5-point lead before the half, and Eastlake goes on to win. There's another score, 60-49.
Second game from the SAC on Thursday was Chapin Pebble Hills, and check out this play by Chapin's Matthew Zubiate. We think it could be a play of the week contender. One stiff arm, bowls him over. Another stiff arm. That's my play of the week. I'm telling you, 7-0 Huskies. Speaking of play of the week, you know, Ryan Wilson actually won it in week 1 for Chapin. Look at this catch right here. Another great catch for him. 14-0. Chapin cruises 37-7. They are 3-0.
They want that cake again. One time wasn't good enough.
That cake must have been really delicious. I didn't get to have any because they ate it all, but that's all right.
Our very own Adrian Medina is live. Adrian, okay, who won it? Who is the winner tonight?
Well, I'm not going to get to the winner right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some pictures. Hashtag Borderland Blitz was actually the hashtag we asked you to post all day, all night, and this is what we got tonight. First off, we start with Canutillo. They sent in some pictures. There we go. Next one up is Socorro sidelines. After that, we got some Bel Air cheerleaders. They're always posting, guys. You guys need to keep up with them. Next up, we got Burgess. Oscar sent us a great video from Burgess. Then Pebble Hills, the Spartans. They actually starting to send some pictures in as well. Next, we got El Paso at Sanelli. Great photos. Friday Night Lights, if it isn't that. Next, we got some Del Valle cheerleaders. And, of course, the Socorro band. That one's for you, Adrian. All right, next. Actually, where's my band? I can't find my band. There you go. For our winners tonight, for the Jack in the Box giveaway, we got Autumn Barnes from 79934, and we got A. Jasso from 79924. Congratulations, guys. We'll be contacting you next week. All right, we see you guys after the break.